The controversial health order that prevented migrants and asylum seekers from entering the U.S. during the pandemic, known as Title 42, will end on May 23rd, says the CDC.
It's been known Title 42 would be ending as a COVID public health order, with most COVID rules going away. It was put into place under President Trump to restrict migrants and asylum seekers from entering the U.S. On May 23rd, it will be lifted. There is worry a flood of migrants could then head to the border, hoping to enter. The Department of Homeland Security says it is preparing for up to 18,000 migrants per day who could show up along the border.
The first union in American history.
Major victory for the labor movement in the U.S. Amazon workers on Staten Island voted this afternoon to unionize. It is the first successful organizing effort in the history of Amazon. More than 8,300 workers cast ballots on the issue, which was overseen by the National Labor Relations Board. The workers voted in favor of forming a union despite a heavy lobbying effort by the company. Many saw the vote as a rebuke over the way the company treats its workers. A vote to unionize Amazon workers in Alabama failed.
The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration putting new fuel economy standards in place. By 2026, new vehicles will have to average at least 40 miles per gallon.
Americans buying a new vehicle will spend less on gas than they would have if we hadn't taken this step.
The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration is undoing the rollback of standards which were put in place during the Trump administration.
The House of Representatives approved a bill decriminalizing marijuana and letting states set their own policies on pot. The House bill would expunge the records of people convicted of nonviolent cannabis offenses. It would install a sales tax on marijuana products, and it would allow the Veterans Administration to recommend medical marijuana to veterans living with post-traumatic stress disorder. However, the bill faces an uphill climb in the Senate and is unlikely to become law.
A coalition of attorneys general from 43 states and Washington, D.C. are expressing concern that TikTok and Snapchat are not doing enough to protect kids from online threats. Back in February, TikTok said it would take new steps to enforce limits on harmful content. The attorneys general acknowledged TikTok and Snapchat do provide some protections, just not enough. They are now pushing TikTok and Snapchat to conform with what they describe as industry practices and collaborate with parental control apps to allow parents to limit communication to a certain network of people, monitor private messages, and provide alerts to messages that can be dangerous. Just last month, Instagram implemented new safeguards for parents to monitor teens' activity. But there is a major caveat. As of now, the teen must initiate supervision to allow parents access to this account info.
Celebrating the career of Betty Reed Soskin, the National Park Service's oldest active park ranger, retiring at 100 years old.
That's me.
Betty retired after more than 15 years of service at the Rosie the Riveter World War II National Historical Park in Richmond, California.
It is so important that we go back and revisit history as it was lived in order to get a baseline against which to measure how far we've come.
Her work with the Park Service began after attending a presentation on the development of the park, insisting that the stories of women who worked in the wartime industry needed to be part of the park's material.
People need heroes, and I'm maybe one of those.
Throughout her career, Betty became a published author, songwriter, and activist during the civil rights movement.
Your hand in mine, this simple sign of love.
On her last day, Betty provided an interpretive program to the public and visited with friends.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.